Page 18, best day of my life. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats written anywhere, it's all the white keys. We have a pickup beat, so we're coming in on beat 4. Let's do this one hand at a time, make sure we got the notes and rhythm and all that. So right hand, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There, that measure 2. It's the last measure of the first line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And see if I take out the tie and play all the notes. 1 and 2. That's the way it would be. I'm just hanging on to the note rather than playing it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you do that again. Okay. About it for that part. Let's go down to measure 9 at the bottom. 1, 2. Oh, this is exciting. 1, 2. Not a lot going on there. On page 19, just half notes, and then later on you get 4, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and that measure 17. That last note is tied again. So hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. At the bottom, the last two measures, you're here, 1 and 2 and 3, and just reach up to the octave. You don't have to jump and move it, you should be able to connect those notes. That slur they've got there, in my opinion, should have gone over the last note also, so you connect them all. Here, I would not separate it. No. Left hand, well, it starts out with down here. On measure 5, you have an A. Measure 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and you're still in this position, except now the index fingers had to come up too, but the little finger stays on C. It needs the C. Now measure 9, you're back down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 measures later, 1. Oh, that's great. Measure 13 here, and that's tied, and then thumb can do both, and then go on. Same as the right hand. Okay. Put the hands together. What do we get? Now make sure when you play that first note in measure 2, the left hand comes up, because it's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2. Right there, measure 6. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And that note is by itself. The right hand comes up. Repeat that, and let's go on. Measure 9. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. I don't want to play it all for you. I think you can get the idea. But make sure you can go ahead and get rid of the hesitations and wrong notes all the way through at a nice slow tempo, and then we can add the the slurring and staccatos. This has staccatos in it. I'm going to hinge at the wrist and play the staccato, short staccatos. So otherwise, I'm going to connect the notes. Even though it's not slurred, I'm still going to connect the notes at the beginning. Here, just nice short staccatos. Now I'm not sure what they want here on measure 10. There are different ways of looking at this. You can take it as the 2-note slur on the whoa, lift up, because there is a period there. It is the end of a sentence. It could be the end of a phrase. 1, 2, 1. But connect the I, connect the D to the C. Or you might consider the curved line actually for the words, because you're singing the same word on both notes. Some publishers will indicate that in the music. It gets confusing. So it might be for the word, or you can connect it. I don't know that I would connect it because it is a different phrase. So go ahead and lift up there. But at the end of the line here, no, and you're going, please. I tend to want to connect that. To me, it all goes together. But I suppose if you wanted to lift it up, I'm going to connect it. And on measure 16, I'm going to connect that to measure 17 because to me it leads into it, and I'm going to connect it. Here, I'm not going to. No, I don't like that effect at all. To me that's unmusical. I would connect that together. Then on measure 21, here, the melody here goes down. That's what the dashed line is for. Connect it. Connect it. The slurring goes all the way across. Yeah, just connect it. And if there's no staccatos, go ahead and connect the notes. If there's staccato, do the staccato. Okay. And as I said earlier at the bottom, I would connect the last two measures together. Can't connect the left hand, but you can the right. Okay, that's the slurring and the staccatos, the articulation. Yeah. Dynamics, once again, they don't really give you much in dynamics. Just play the melody louder than the other stuff and enjoy yourself. That's a backup singing. Keep it in back. So forth. You add the dynamics. Get to know it where you can feel the dynamics. Now at the end, they want you to come down and slow down, retardando. They want you to come down to a moderately loud. I actually come down to moderately soft. Again, that's a felt thing. What do you feel it is? And this kind of music it is. If it were classical music, I'd tell you stick with what's written. But this kind of music, it's a feel. You have a lot more leeway on what you're doing. Speed, well, it's a happy piece. Now on those eighth notes, measure 19 and measure 27. This is fast. I do a 1 2 1 2 1 2 because I don't want to use the same finger. I tense up. So 1 2 1 2. That's what I recommend you try on those. I'd like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythm. So I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'll give us 3 counts because we're coming on beat 4. Let's just try it slowly together. We are going to do the repeat though. Be aware of that. 1, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat. 3, 4, 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, off.